Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Shelvia Ginanti. My student number A1B219007. I'm student of English education in the university. I'm from class R00001. In this section, I will presentation the my assignment, the subject of language assessment, the assignment about test specification. I will make a test specification for English skill such as reading, listening, speaking, and writing skills. So, first, I want to explain test specification for reading for general for purpose for student English education semester 1. Test specification for reading general purpose test for English education students semester 1. Objective of the course. At the end of the course, students are able to apply text reading strategies such as skimming and scanning to understand reading text related to life and daily experience, as well as in answering questions. General instructional objective of reading text. This test was designed to evaluate students' reading comprehension skills in 5 meetings related to skimming and scanning material using a multiple choice question systems. Specific instructional objective. This test is intended to measure students' reading comprehension skills in terms of reading and narrative text related to technology and natures. They are include first to determine the topic of the text, second to select words that have the same meaning, third to find out the problems discussed in each paragraph in the text, and the last to analyze unknown vocabulary. Next, about kind of text. Multiple choice answering the question based on the text. Number of reading text is 5. Source of text, books and articles. Number of items, 20 items. Time allotment, 13 minutes. Equipment, paper, pencil, and erasers. Scoring, 1 for correct answer and 0 for wrong answer. For the total score, the formula is the score of time, the maximum score times 1000 or 100. Blueprint for reading text, language skills, reading, goal to improve students' ability, skimming and scanning reading strategies in reading narrative text and other types of text related to technology, science, and nature, as well as general ones. It aims to make it easier for students to quickly understand the contents of a text without having to read the text as a whole. Content, test objective, indicators, cognitive domain, knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, evaluation, synthesis. Total and percentage. Test objective. Measures the student's reading text. Indicators. Presented writing text about descriptive text. First, the student can identify the main idea from the text. Cognitive domain, knowledge, 1 item. The student select the word that have the same meaning from the text. Cognitive domain, application, 1 item. Next. Presented written text about narrative text. First, the students can identify the main idea. cognitive domain, knowledge, one item. The student select the word that have the same meaning from a text, cognitive domain, analysis, one item. The student can identify the issue or problem based from the paragraph of the text, cognitive domain, knowledge, one item. The student can identify the issue or problem based from the text, cognitive domain, knowledge, one item. The student can identify the issue or problem based from the paragraph of the text, cognitive domain, knowledge, one item. Presented writing text about narrative text. The student can analyze unknown vocabulary of the text, cognitive domains, application, one item. The student can analyze unknown vocabulary of the text, cognitive domain, application, one item. The student can analyze unknown vocabulary of the text, cognitive domain, application, one item. The student can analyze unknown vocabulary of the text, cognitive domain, application, one item. And the next, the student can analyze unknown vocabulary of the text, cognitive domain, application, one item. And the next, the question presented written text about narrative text. The student can identify the main idea from the text, cognitive domain, knowledge, one item. The student can identify the issue or problem based from the paragraph of the text, cognitive domain, one item. The student can select the word that have the same meaning from the text, analysis, one item. Presented written text about narrative text. The student can identify the main idea from the text, cognitive domain, knowledge, one item. The student can identify the issue or problem based from the paragraph of a text, cognitive domain, knowledge, one item. The student can identify the issue or problem based from the paragraph of the text, cognitive domain, knowledge, one item. The student select the word that have the same meaning from the text, cognitive domain, analysis, one item. And the last, the student can identify the issue or problem based from the paragraph of the text, cognitive domain, college, one item. So, there are a question of reading test for general purpose for students English education semester 1. So, the question, multiple choice questions. Students read the text for question 1 until 2. First, the question about what is the main idea of the text. Second, gold is a precious metal. Line 1. The word precious class meaning 2. The next, students read the text for question 3 until 7. 3 until 7. The question 3. What is the main idea of the text? For the word efficient in line 9, clause in meaning 2. 5. Which of the following no mention as an advantages of glass plate photographs? 6. In which paragraph does the author mention that the use photography is not efficient to collect some information from the telescope? And 7. What is image processing? And the next, students read the text for question 6 until 12. And students fill in the blanks. 6 until 12. And the next, students read the text for question 30 until 50. The question, what is the main idea of a text? In line 4, the phrase this tradition refers to 50. The word chaotic in line 6 is closed in meaning to. And the students read the text for question 50 until 20. 60 until 20. The question, what does passage mainly? 70. According the passage, why were audience amazed by the piano playing of the ticklers mentioned in the paragraph? 80. In which paragraph does the author mention that it is important for citizens in United States to have a piano regardless of their economic life? They must have a piano and be able to play it. 90. The word central in line 11 is closed in meaning to. And the last question is, which of the following is not true of the professional piano players mentioned in the first paragraph? So in the reading text for general purpose for students English education semester 1 have a 20 question, and the question based on the reading a text. Okay. The next, I will presentation test specification for listening skills. Test specification for listening general purpose for English education students semester 1. Objective of the course. At the end of the course, students are expected to be able to understand spoken listening English in various types of text such as descriptive text, recount text, narrative text, and etc. General instructional objective of listening test. The test was meant to measure students' understand ability in listening to English orally by listening to an audio or spoken directly and answering several questions. I'm sorry for this mistake. I think I can remove this. So, I'm sorry. Next, third, specific instructional objective. This test is intended to measure student listening ability in listening to a text that is given in audio from or spoken directly. And the next is kind of text, gap filling, number of audios, 2, source of audios, book and articles, number of items, 20 items, time allotment, 20 minutes, include descriptive text, 10 minutes, 2 repetition, and recount text, 10 minutes with 2 repetition. Equipment, paper test, and pen. Scoring, 1 for correct answer and 0 for wrong answer. For the total score, the formula is the score of 10, the maximum scores times 1000. Blueprint for listening test, language skills, listening, goal to improve ability to listen and understand English in a variety of settings orally, but in short conversation, extend conversation, and short talks. Content, test objective, measure the student's listening indicators. Descriptive test is presented in the form of audio or direct direct pronunciation by lecture. The student can fill in the blanks with suitable words that he hears from the audio or which is spoken directly by lecture. Cognitive domain, knowledge, one item. The student can fill the blanks with suitable words that he hears from the audio or which is spoken directly by the lectures. Cognitive domain, one item. The student can fill in the blanks with suitable words that he hears from the audio or which is spoken directly by lecturers. Cognitive domain, one item. The student can fill the blanks with suitable words that he hears from the audio or which is spoken directly by lecture, one item. Next, the student can fill in the blanks with suitable words that he hears from the audio or which is spoken directly by lecturer. Cognitive domain, one item. Domain. The student can fill in the blanks with suitable words that he hears from the audio or which is spoken directly by lecturer. Cognitive domain, one item. The student can fill the blanks with the suitable words that he hears from the audio or which is spoken directly by the lecturers. Cognitive domain, one item. The student can fill in the blanks with suitable words that he hears from the audio or which is spoken directly by lecturers. Cognitive domain, one item. The student can fill in the blanks with suitable words that he hears from the audio or which is spoken directly by the lecturers. Cognitive domain, one item. The student can fill the blanks with the suitable words that he hears from the audio or which is spoken directly by lecturers. Cognitive domain, one item. And the next recount text is presented the form of audio or direct pronunciation by the lecturers. The student can fill in the blanks with suitable words that he hears from the audio or which is spoken directly by lecturers, one item. The student can fill in the blanks with suitable words that he hears from the audio or which is spoken directly by the lecturers. Cognitive domain, one item. Knowledge, one item. The student can fill in the blanks with suitable words that he hears from the audio or which is spoken directly by lecturers. Cognitive domain, knowledge, one item. The student can fill in the blanks with suitable words that he hears from the audio or which is spoken directly by the lecturers. Cognitive domain, knowledge, one item. The student can fill in the blanks with suitable words that he hears from the audio or which spoken directly by lecturers. Cognitive domain, one item. Knowledge, one item. Next, the student can fill in the blanks with suitable words that he hears from the audio or which is spoken directly by the lecturers. Cognitive domain, knowledge, one item. The student can fill in the blanks with suitable words that he hears from the audio or which is spoken directly by the lecturers, one item. And the next, the student can fill in the blanks with suitable words that he hears from the audio or which is spoken directly by the lecturers. Cognitive domain, knowledge, one item. The student can fill in the blanks with suitable words that he hears from the audio or which is spoken directly by lecturers. Cognitive domain, knowledge, one item. And the last, the students can fill in the blanks with suitable words that he hears from the audio or which is spoken directly by lecturers. Cognitive domain, knowledge, one item. So, this text that In this test, the lecturer can speak louder or can reading the text for the students, and the student hear or listen the lectures when reading a text. And the student with the listen, student can answer the question to fill blanks in the text. This question for question 1 until 10. And the next text is same with the question 1 until 10. The student reading louder the text, and the students listen the lectures, and by the listen, student can answer the question 11 until 20. Fill word blanks. So this test for listening skill for students English education semester 1. Okay. In this section, I will presentation the test specification of writing skills in students English education semester 1. I will share screens. So, this test specification in writing skills for English education students semester 1. Test specification. Objective of the course. At the end of the course, students are able to compile written text related to themselves, related to their abilities, favorite vocation, preferred subjects, and goals after completing college. General instructional objective of writing text. This test is made to evaluate students' writing skill after attending learning for 1 semester. Specific instructional objective. The test intended to measure student writing ability in terms of include to write about themselves, to write about their abilities or skills, to write about their favorite vocation, to write about their preferred subjects, to write about their goals after completing college. Kind of a text. Each topic should be written at minimum 1015 words by student. Number of written text 5. Source of text book and articles. Number of items 5 items. Time allocation 120 minutes. Equipment laptop, pen and paper. Scoring. For the total score, the formula is the score obtained item 1, item plus item 2 plus item 3 plus item 4 and item 5. The maximum scores times 100. Blueprint of writing text. Language skills writing. Goals to express students' writing ability in English by writing about themselves, relate to their abilities, favorite vocation, sports, preferred subjects, and goals after completing college. Content, the objective, indicators, cognitive domain, knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, synthesis, evaluation, total, percentage. Test objective, measuring students' writing skill in text based on predetermined topics, indicators, give an explanation about themselves, then ask students to write in down which consists of a minimum of 115 words. Cognitive domain, knowledge, one item, application, one item. Next, give an explanation about their abilities, then ask students to write it down, which consists of a minimum of 115 words. Cognitive domain, knowledge, one item, application, one item. Give an explanation about their favorite vacation spot, that asks students to write it down, which consists of a minimum of 115 words. Cognitive domain, knowledge, one item, and application, one item. Next, give an explanation about their preferred subjects, then ask students to write it down, which consists of a minimum of 115 words. Cognitive domain, knowledge, one item, application, one item. And the last, give an explanation about their goals after completing college, then ask students to write it down, which consists of a minimum of 115 words. Cognitive domain, knowledge, one item, and application, one item. Scoring procedure or analytic rubric. I'm adapted from teacher's book When English Rings a Bell 2030. Category of scoring is about the content, mechanic, grammar, and neatness. Criteria, rank of score, and converted of scores. So, these instructions for writing assignment. First, students write about yourself, things that other people may know about you, your hobby, and etc. written in a minimum of 115 words. And the second, the students write about your expertise. Tell readers about your expertise. What skills do you have? What have you accomplished with your skill? And how will you improve your skills? Written in at minimum 115 words. And the third, write about your favorite travel experience. Share your travel experience. About, do you like traveling? Where do you go and meet warm? Why did you choose the place? And what tips can you give for readers? Written in a minimum of 1015 words. I'm sorry, 115 words. And fourth, write about your favorite subject or subject in high schools. Back in your high school memory, what was your favorite subject and why? Did you get anything useful from the subject? What is the most memorable moment related to the subject? Written in a minimum 115 words. 5. Students write about your futures plans after completing your studies. Describe why you choose to continue your studies in your current major. Then decide or plan what you will do after you get your bachelor's degree. What contribution will you make to Untain and in particular to your hometown? Writing in a minimum 115 words. And last, done within 120 minutes and collect in the crossword and collect via email in one file through the class secretary. Okay. This is specification in writing skill for English education students semester 1. Students write uh, five items based on the topic. Next, and last, I will presentation test specification in speaking skills. So, test specification for speaking for general purpose for English education students semester 1. Objective of the course: at the end of the lesson, students are able to improve their ability, pronounce words correctly, master various important experiences used when talking about some they admire. General instructional objective of speaking text. This test is meant to evaluate students' speaking ability in talking about someone they admire. Specific instructional objective: students must be able to tell someone they admire, be it can be a friend, hero, artist, and others. Kind of test: oral test, only one section. Text tasks, telling and describing. Time for each section or paper: 5 minutes. 5 minutes per test taker. Rating for each section: total is 20 points. Language element to be tested. The language element to be tested are include vocabulary, fluency, accuracy. Target language situation: using sentence or word that can describe the person you admire, such as she is really smart and he is very handsome. Blueprint for speaking test. Language skills speaking. Goal: to improve students' speaking skills in telling and describing someone they admire in using vocabulary that is appropriate to the context. Content: test objective, indicator, cognitive domain, knowledge, comprehension, application, analysis, system evaluation, total percentage. The test objective: measuring students' speaking ability in telling and describing someone they admire. Students be able to first telling about someone the students admire, and second describing someone that student admire. They have the same cognitive domain like analysis. In telling about someone the student admire is telling, and analysis telling, and describing someone that student admire analysis is describing. The so is a scoring procedure: analysis rubric, vocabulary use, fluency, accuracy, excellence, good, poor, and net worth. Example of text. The picture beside is one example of someone who is admired. What students should do: first, determine someone you admire. Second, tell me about the persons. Tell your teacher about the persons. Relate to the bio and anything you can tell about the person you admire. And third, describe what you admire about the person and use the appropriate words. And the fourth, telling and describing 3 until 5 minutes. The examples of the text is Mariana. So you free to choose who you admire and tell and describing. So this test specification for speaking for general purpose for English education semester 1. Okay, I think that's all from me about presentation test specification for English skills such as reading, listening, writing, speaking for Student English Education Semester 1. I'm sorry for my mistake. Thank you for your attention and thank you for watching. Good afternoon everyone. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.